Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Beorning. And I'm back here with Foony Gem Cutter and I'll tell him what I've done.
Excellent, excellent. We will bring these treasures out into the sunlight.
Let us go! I will meet you back at, what was that name? Ekateregion? Tell my son I am on my way. Alright. Then let's meet them back at Ekateregion. We are back here with Foosy Gem Cutter and let's have a talk with him.
My father is back. He spoke well of your performance within the ruins.
He's been deep in conversation with one of the rangers here. I think they want him to make something, but what it is I have no idea. The ranger, Radinar, might want to speak with you. Alright, let's speak with the ranger. And see what is this all about. Alright, Radinar, what's going on?
Now I know why Harborod wanted us to rescue this phony gem cutter.
Because he wanted to be a nice guy? Alright, and so what is this? And why is this delay necessary? He has a commission for Foony Gem Cutter to a task which Foony is well suited. He wants Foony to make an imitation of the ring of Barahir. You're kidding me, aren't you? You mean this great heirloom of the House of Elendil? He wants a copy of it.
Harborod can tell you more, but I agree with him. What chance is this?
What chance is it that puts a wandering jewel cutter right in our path at this moment? He is right. It is a small chance surely, but a happy one. Talk to Halbarad here at Ekateregion to learn about his plans. Alright. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Alright, Halberd, what's this about making counterfeit copies of a heirloom ring?
Our only aim is to help the heir of Isildur in any way that we can.
Alright. The shards of Narsil, now reforged, the scepter of Illuminus, long kept in Riften, and the ring of Barahir, almost lost in Forhel but regained. I believe you heard the story, right? Well, those are the three heirlooms. And now the Grey Company rise to the defense of Aragorn in the southern lands and increasingly under the sway of the Uruk. Danger crowds around us on every side, but our own safety must be secondary to that of Aragorn. Imagine, therefore, if a member of our company is slain or taken captive by the enemy. If that man bore the ring of the same description as the ring of Barahir, would that not give the captor pause? I have therefore made this proposal to Foony Gem Cutter, to craft rings so like to the ring of Barahir, based on Candace's description, that should any of this company fall into the hands of the enemy, it may sow confusion into their mind. This confusion may buy the true heir precious time. Tell me when you are ready, and we will go with Foony to the forges he will use. Alright. Okay, let's go. It is time, Pineclaw. Foony Gem Cutter will craft the rings for every ranger in the Grey Company. Good grief. How many counts of counterfeiting is that?
The jewel crafter has crossed our path, and Halbarod has devised a curious plan for him. He wants imitations made of the ring of Barahir borne by Aragorn for each Dunedain in our company.
Okay, I'm here. Foony Gem Cutter has been working hard within, melting gold with which to fashion quality imitations of the ring borne by Aragorn and our chieftain. Candace, learned in lore as he is, described the ring to Foony, and the dwarf has pledged that the reproductions will deceive all but the most studious observer. Yeah, seeing that it's second-hand knowledge, Foony never saw the actual ring. Yeah, I can see how a studious one will be able to tell. Now, of course, someone has to be at least a little studious to know some idea what the ring looks like, but that's a little minor detail. Oi, you there! Yeah? The work goes well, Pineclaw. Already some other rings have been made, and they are identical to the description with which my father was provided. But the gold is running low. Very little gold is needed for each ring, of course, but my father can use only small quantities of the material when it is melted, or imperfections will arise. Okay. Bring more coppers of gold to me, where they are being. You can only use a small amount of the gold, or imperfections will arise. I wish you could give me a better reason than that. Okay. But, well, I guess we'll have to trust him for now. Alright, here you go. Alright, good. Yes. Oh, yes, you wanted to speak with me, candidate? The ring making is going well? Good. I gave the jewelsmith the description of the ring of Barahir as I remembered it, and if he has the skill he claims to have, his invitation should be suitable. Elra here wanted me to send you to him, if you had a moment. He was contemplating our plans beneath the tree when in the courtyard to the south of here, if you would speak with him. Right, Elra here is in the courtyard to the north. Alright, let's go to the north and speak with Elro here. And let's see what this is all about, if it's anything useful. At least I didn't have to zone in. Hello, Elro here. The crafting of the rings sought by Halbarad goes well, Pineclaw? Oh, good. If these preparations give our enemies even the slightest pause, the time they take will be counted 5 and 7 times in value. Elro here paused for a moment. And before we left Imladris, my father gave to me a message for Aragorn, confident that he would understand them. But I, too, understand their meaning, and that understanding fills me with worry. He bade me remind Aragorn of the words of Seer Malbeth and the paths of the dead. I will tell you Oh, what's that? What is that? Someone in trouble? What's going on? Well, let's see. Ooh. So I'm writing in Elvish. Alright. And it looks like some dread. Oh. Oh, the dread must have been near that thing. Oh. Radinir, what's wrong? A party of Uruks! They have climbed the path, and there are others in the distance. It will not be long before they arrive. Alright. Golidir is at the entrance. He hopes to hold them back. Help him! Help him! Quickly! You must help Golidir! Alright, well, let's go and help Golidir. Oh, Uruks! Alright, I guess you have a Uruk problem, Golidir? Despair not, Pineclaw. We will defeat these Uruks, or we will delay them for as long as necessary for the remainder of our company to complete the task for which we came to the forges. Alright. So, let's go. Hold you at once, Uruk. You will not leave this place alive. Good joke. You two, teach them the dangers of boasting to Kuthok and Nit of the Nikoth. Because, oh, you're pointing to those, but these two are the ones who follow. Boy, those aren't very good at taking orders, I think. Now, personally, I think that all 4 of them should have attacked, because that would be a logical way to defeat us, right? Is that the best you can manage? I thought I smelled man flesh here. Where's the stench of Ninkoth? Ah, Sagud, what are you doing here? The Ninkoth have this in hand. That is not what I see. Show these weaklings your bare teeth, my Kumkulok. Alright. Apparently, these are rivals. Yeah. Ha ha ha! now, my Nikot's attack! Yes. You're very quickly running out of friends. You know, if you went around and cooperated with each other, you might have crushed us a long time ago. Why am I giving you tactical advice? No idea. Yeah, go ahead, do something stupid. I don't mind. And together we'll slay the Kufa. They will put our difference aside today. You're right, Saku. If there are only two of them, we'll rip them apart. Ha ha, go there, Pineclaw, we're not alone, foul ones. Great company! Attack! Alright, so let's go and the first battle of the Great Company, which doesn't go too badly, I think. And the Uruks are defeated, and we haven't lost any of the Great Company yet. According to Fuzzy Jim Cutter, his father's work is going well and smoothly. With no more interruptions, I feel that we will soon see an end to this delay. I say delay, but I feel better for having a secret held in reserve. Let our foes mill about in confusion, while the true heir of Isildur makes his stealth his ally. It is good to be doing something. Alright, yes. They won't be doing that much, I think. And that is it. We have done well this day, Pineclaw. May Fuzzy Jim Cutter's work go as well. Alright. So, we are back, and I guess you all have your rings.
May this work prove to have been unnecessary in the end.
Yes.
Fervently, I hope it is so.
It is done. I hope this was just a momentary delay that we will never have needed, but in the sad event that one of our friends is slain or captured by the enemy, perhaps this Barbara here will buy our chieftain Aragorn some precious seconds. All of our struggles are for him, for the return of the heir of Isildur, and the return of the king of Gondor. We must soon be off again. Our destiny awaits, and us in the wide southern lands. Alright, and we can get this helm for... Well... So, I think. We'll just get this for the money then.
A single hesitation on the part of Aragorn's foes could make the difference.
If we are fortunate, none of the rings of Barbara here, borne by the rangers of our company, will need to serve the purpose for which it was crafted. Even so, I am glad to have them in the event they become necessary. A single moment of hesitation on the part of Aragorn's foes may make the difference. It is time us to ride. Let us cross south into the southern stretches of Dunland. The plains of Men and White will be our next stop of our journey. We will take our rest once we cross into the lands of Fordereth in northern Enedwyth. Daggeras will select a location, and you should speak with Lothrandir when we arrive at Ekad Daggeras to learn the lay of the land. Alright, so let's find Ekad Daggeras. And what is the best way to get there? Now, I think the best way to get there is to take the horse to Ekad Dunan. And that'll at least get us to the road. Not that we actually have to worry about being attacked by anything. But I figure we could take this to the road, and then we could dismount and head the rest of the way from there. And what is the status of my legendary weapon? Okay, well, I hit 70, so I guess I should do my final reforge. But there should be a legendary item reforge facility at Ekad Daggeras, which will be into higher level areas. because you don't get any in Eregion, so therefore that's already at full. That could use a reforge. I could actually do something with the XP I earn, and that's at its max, so it's ready to be harvested. Alright, 55, so we have this here. See, this is at 59, but I've never been much into getting new class items unless they drop right into my lap, because most of the time the incoming healing rating, well, if you're doing raids or something like that, I could see it being useful, but if you're leveling and soloing, meh. And that's... Alright, that was strange. I managed to crash the game and actually managed to get back in before I reached the road. Don't know how I managed to do that, so I was able to get off as planned, and now I am in southern Eregion, heading into Enedwythe, which I should be able to see soon. And it looks like we are seeing dawn approach. I suppose if he could turn... Well, we got mountains in the way, of course, between us and the sun, so therefore it won't be much of a dawn for us. But it'll be certainly a better dawn than you'll be seeing in Gondor at the moment, if you're playing down in that area. Alright, so now, the question is, what are we going to do in Enedwythe? Well, of course, we're going to do the epic story. But I am actually going to do some of the side quests. There is one series I want to do in the area. I don't know exactly what I want to do in order to unlock that series, but I do want to do that series. So I'll probably do some quests down here at Ekad Dagras, because I think something you do there is, I'm not too sure exactly what unlocks the quest chain that I'll be wanting to do. Now, these are all at round 61 or such like that, so it's not really necessary for me to do them for the purposes of leveling and all that stuff. But from the point of view of there's a certain story I want to do, I will be, as I said, be doing some of the quests. Now, first off, I need to somehow get through here. And I think this is where I need to go. Up here to the first section. Now, the place where I need to eventually go is actually, I might not have to do any quests here. I think the quests I need to do are down here in the Windfells. The tricky thing is finding the people I want to do the Windfells quest for. And we will find out on that matter.
Greetings.
Hello there. So now I have some nice things to go into there, and of course I need to unlock all these stable routes into Enedwythe. But here we are in Ekad Dagras, and our first steps into Enedwythe. So therefore in our next episode we will look into there in Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.